Have you ever heard that by the time we reach 80, our bodies can lose up to half the muscle mass we had in our youth? This condition is called sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, and today it silently affects over 50 million older adults worldwide, stealing away something far more precious than looks or strength: independence. In the United States alone, more than 300,000 hospitalizations happen every year due to falls directly linked to muscle weakness. But here's the part that shocks even scientists. Losing muscle as we age is not inevitable. Before we dive into the 7 powerful habits that can help you stay strong and independent well into your 80s and beyond, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. And if you're serious about protecting your health as you age, hit like and subscribe right now. Because what you're about to learn has helped thousands of seniors stay active, mobile, and confident, no matter their age. Habit number 1, hormetic stressors. Beneficial stress for your body. This might be the most surprising habit shared by strong, active adults in their 70s and 80s. They regularly expose their bodies to something called hormesis, a small, controlled dose of stress that actually strengthens the body instead of harming it. In simple terms, what doesn't kill you really can make you stronger. Scientists at the Buck Institute for Research on Aging discovered that short bursts of stress can activate powerful cellular defense systems that protect and even boost muscle function, even in people over 80. Super-agers use 3 main types of hormetic stress. 1. Temperature variation. A quick cold shower or cold plunge, even just 30 to 60 seconds, can activate brown fat, increase mitochondrial function, and release adiponectin, a hormone that protects muscle tissue. On the flip side, regular sauna use or hot baths boost heat shock proteins, special molecules that repair damaged muscle cells and prevent breakdown. One Finnish study found that people who used saunas 4 to 7 times a week had 40% less muscle loss over 10 years. 2. Intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. Eating within an 8 to 10 hour window can trigger autophagy, a cleanup process that improves muscle quality by removing damaged cells. In just 12 weeks, researchers at the Salk Institute saw a 10% improvement in muscle function, even without weight loss. 3. Overcoming isometrics. Super-agers often push or pull against an immovable object for 5 to 10 seconds. These brief, intense muscle contractions tell the body to hold on to muscle, even without joint strain or long workouts. What makes all of these work is their intermittent nature. Short bursts, full recovery, big results. Done right, these simple stressors turn on your body's longevity genes and help preserve muscle, even into your 80s. Habit number 2, strategic protein timing. Most older adults already know protein is important, but here's what many don't realize. When you eat, your protein may be even more important than how much you eat. As we age, our muscles become resistant to protein. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. Your body doesn't absorb and use protein as effectively as it used to. According to the Journal of Nutrition, spreading protein intake evenly throughout the day, not piling it all into dinner, can make a huge difference. Why? Because your muscles only have a 3 to 4 hour window after each meal to build and repair. If you skip protein at breakfast or lunch, you're missing key opportunities to protect your muscles. Here's the smarter strategy. Aim for 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at every meal. That means breakfast, eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie. Lunch and dinner, lean meats, fish, tofu, lentils, or dairy. If you're vegetarian, beans, tempeh, or fortified plant protein. In a 12-week study at the University of Texas, seniors who followed this pattern without changing their lifestyle gained 1.2 pounds of muscle on average. Same amount of protein, just spaced out better. So remember, it's not just about what you eat, it's about when you eat it. And this one habit could mean the difference between building strength or watching it slowly fade away. Habit number 3, optimizing vitamin D. Did you know over 80% of older adults are deficient in vitamin D? It's one of the most overlooked nutrients when it comes to muscle health, but new research calls it something even more specific: the muscle vitamin. You've probably heard about vitamin D for bone strength, but here's the breakthrough. According to Harvard University, Vitamin D also directly triggers the genes responsible for muscle protein synthesis. That's right, your muscle cells actually have vitamin D receptors, and when they're activated, they send signals to build and maintain lean muscle tissue. In a major study published in JAMA Internal Medicine, seniors with optimal vitamin D levels had 25% more muscle strength, better balance, and quicker reflexes, all crucial for avoiding falls. So why are most people deficient? Because after age 65, your skin produces 50% less vitamin D from sunlight, and the standard recommendation of 600 IU per day is usually too low for older adults. Researchers now suggest 2,000 to 4,000 IU daily, but the best way to know your needs is through a simple blood test. Aim for a level above 40 nanograms per milliliter. You can also get vitamin D from fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, fortified dairy, 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun, if possible. Important, vitamin D works hand in hand with vitamin K2, which helps direct calcium into bones, not arteries. Without enough K2, high doses of D could cause problems. K2 is found in fermented foods like natto, pickled veggies, and some animal products. Bottom line, check your levels, supplement smartly, and give your muscles the support they need from the inside out. Habit number 4, daily inflammation control. If there's one hidden force silently breaking down muscle in older adults, it's chronic, low-grade inflammation. Scientists even have a name for it, inflammaging. This isn't the kind of inflammation you feel. There's no fever or swelling. It's internal, silent, and it slowly speeds up muscle protein breakdown while blocking the body's natural ability to rebuild. A powerful study from Tufts University found that seniors with the highest inflammation levels lost muscle 3 times faster, no matter how well they ate or exercised. So how do super-agers stay ahead of this? They follow 4 anti-inflammatory habits. 1. Prioritize quality sleep. Sleeping 7 to 8 uninterrupted hours in a dark room helps lower inflammatory cytokines. Poor sleep can spike them by up to 40%. 2. Support gut health. As we age, gut bacteria shift, and bad bacteria can fuel inflammation. Super-agers eat 30-plus plant-based foods per week and include fermented options like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut. 3. Balance exercise intensity. Too much high-intensity training can cause inflammation. Super-agers train at a moderate pace and add brief, intense sessions just 1 to 2 times a week. Use anti-inflammatory nutrients, omega-3s, 2 to 3 grams per day. Curcumin, from turmeric polyphenols, found in berries, green tea, olive oil. In a 12-week study, this combo lowered inflammation markers by 29%. Want to measure your progress? Ask your doctor for a CRP blood test. Super-agers often keep levels under 1.0 milligrams per liter, far lower than average. Control inflammation daily, and you're not just preserving muscle, you're protecting everything that keeps you independent. Habit number 5, taking essential vitamins and minerals daily. Most health advice focuses on macronutrients, like protein, carbs, and fats. But super-agers pay close attention to the micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals that act as catalysts for everything muscle-related: strength, energy, and recovery. Even if you're eating enough protein and staying active, without the right micronutrients, your muscles may still slowly weaken over time. Let's start with a forgotten hero: magnesium. Researchers at the University of Vermont call it the missing electrolyte for muscle health. It powers over 300 enzyme reactions, many of which are directly tied to muscle function. Yet over 70% of older adults are deficient. A 2021 study found that seniors with healthy magnesium levels had 30% more muscle strength and better grip. Super-agers get magnesium from dark leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, almonds, dark chocolate. They also use absorbable supplements like magnesium glycinate or magnesium threonate. Next, creatine. It's not just for athletes. Research from McMaster University shows that a daily dose of 3 to 5 grams of creatine in seniors improves muscle mass, strength, and even cognitive performance. Then there's vitamin B12, specifically the active form called methylcobalamin. As we age, our ability to absorb B12 drops, especially for those taking metformin or acid reflux medications. B12 supports energy in muscles and protects nerves. Super-agers choose the methylated form, not the cheaper cyanocobalamin. And don't forget trace minerals like zinc, selenium, and chromium. These support protein synthesis and insulin sensitivity, both critical for delivering nutrients to your muscles. A long-term study from Tufts showed that seniors with optimal levels of these minerals maintained 22% more muscle mass over 5 years. Super-agers often use micronutrient testing to identify what they really need. No guesswork, no wasting money on random pills. When you dial in the right support, your muscles can finally respond to everything you're doing right. Habit number 6, protecting your neuromuscular junctions. Here's something most people don't know. Muscle loss doesn't always begin in the muscle itself. Sometimes it starts with the connection between your brain and your muscles, called the neuromuscular junction. Think of it like an electrical outlet. If that connection frays, the signal weakens, even if your muscles are healthy and your diet is solid. After age 60, these connections often decline, making it harder for your brain to activate muscles efficiently. But here's the good news. According to the University of Michigan, super-agers who kept their strength had well-preserved neuromuscular junctions. So how did they protect them? 1. Coordination-based activities, exercises that challenge the brain and body at once, like Tai Chi, dancing, ping pong, or tennis, help keep the signal sharp. A 2020 study in the Journal of Physiology found that seniors doing these twice per week had 31% better neuromuscular preservation than those doing traditional workouts. 2. Nerve supportive supplements, compounds like alpha-lipoic acid, acetyl L-carnitine, and benfotiamine, a form of B1, help protect nerve-muscle communication. Huperzine A can also boost acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter that activates muscle movement. 3. Vagus nerve stimulation. Super-agers use breathing exercises like box breathing, inhale, hold, exhale, hold for 4 seconds each. Just 5 minutes a day can increase nerve activity to muscles by up to 15%. 4th, mental activity. Engaging in brain-challenging tasks like puzzles, strategy games, or learning a new skill has been linked to better muscle response. When you protect the signal, you protect the strength. Habit number 7, progressive resistance training. If there's one habit that sets super-agers apart more than anything else, it's this. In fact, researchers at Tufts University call it the most powerful anti-aging medicine ever discovered. Because here's the truth. Muscles follow one rule: use it or lose it. But just using them isn't enough. Walking, gardening, or lifting the same light weights every week won't stop muscle loss after 60. Super-agers take it a step further with progressive resistance training, a method that challenges the muscles more over time. Here's how they do it. 1. Focus on intensity, not duration. Research from McMaster University found that twice a week of high-intensity resistance training produced more muscle gains than 5 sessions of moderate effort. It's not about working out longer. It's about reaching momentary muscle fatigue during the set. 2. Prioritize compound movements. Exercises like squats, rows, deadlifts, and presses, or adapted versions, activate more muscle fibers and hormones than isolated movements. 3. Apply progressive overload. This means gradually increasing weight, reps, or resistance, so the body keeps adapting and improving. 4. Emphasize the eccentric phase. Lowering the weight slowly, the down part of the movement, builds strength with less strain on joints. Perfect for aging bodies that want results without injury. In a study from the University of Alabama, seniors who followed this method gained 3.3 pounds of muscle, boosted strength by 35%, and improved blood sugar, bone density, and brain function, all in just 12 weeks. Still think strength training is risky? Here's the real danger: not doing it at all. Without resistance training, muscle loss becomes inevitable. But with it, you can stay strong, capable, and independent, even in your 80s and beyond. So now you've discovered 7 science-backed habits that help super-agers maintain their strength, energy, and independence, even into their 80s and 90s. You don't have to change everything at once. Just pick one habit that feels easiest to start today, then slowly layer in the others over time. Because every step you take now is an investment in your future, your health, your mobility, and your quality of life. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you already tried any of these habits? Which one surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips designed just for older adults.